Hi, I'm Jerica, your licensed massage therapist with Gulf Harbor's Therapeutic Massage. The most frequently asked question I get from people is, how often should I get massaged? The answer is, it varies. So, what I can tell you with absolute certainty is everyone's goal should be only once a month. So, that can be an hour, that could be 90 minutes, it's really whatever you want, but once a month for maintenance, okay? We all are using our bodies every day. You should absolutely getting massaged once a month. Now, not all of us are where that person necessarily is. If they're just living their life and they only need it once a month, good for them. But that doesn't work for everyone. So let's say, well, before I get into that example, how often you should come in is also based off of how long you've had the pain. Okay, so how long you've had the pain can give you an idea of the frequency in which you're going to need to come in and for how long. So let's just say, hey, we're all getting a little bit older. We're not used to sleeping wrong and waking up with a freaking horribly painful neck, okay? Let's just say that's what happened. You only slept wrong, your neck is hurting, you can only go this much, but the other way you could totally turn. All right, let's say that happens off of just one night. You don't have to come in all of the time. You will have to come in a few times back to back. So let's say you wake up with the pain and you come in right away, and we just only do a 30-minute because guess what? It's just your neck. We're going to work your neck, your pecs, your upper back. That's what we're going to focus on. You're going to come in every 3 to 4 days, and that's going to happen at least 2 times, potentially 4 times. We'll say it's going to be 2 to 4 times every 3 to 4 days, just to make sure you're back on track. All right, that's one of those weird flare-ups. Something happens, you have to come in very frequently for short periods of time, and then you're good to go. And then you could probably just go back to once a month if that's where you already were at, is once a month. Those are those weird flare-ups. That's what happens for that. Now, let's talk about worst case scenario. So, worst case scenario is you may have just had this pain for many, many years. You've never had massages, but hey, you've been working your body hard because you have a physically demanding job, or maybe you just had a desk job for so many years, and it's your posture in general, and that's why you're in so much pain, as well as maybe it's just a car accident. Still, it's physical trauma, and that's really bad. Okay, so let's say you are this worst case scenario right now with this kind of pain. You're going to have to come in multiple times a week. Okay, it's just like the chiropractor. When you first see a chiropractor after a car accident, it's 3 times a week. 3 times a week, no matter what. That's how they always start you off. And that's kind of how it is with massage as well. Only if you are an extreme case, okay? This is not for everybody. If you come to me and you say, hey, my neck hurts really bad, and I've been experiencing this for so many years because I work at a computer for the past 15 years. All right, come on in. We're going to do this 30 minutes. And then I'm going to tell you, listen, you need to come in again in another 3 days. And we're going to keep doing that. And we're going to do that for at least 2 weeks to 4 weeks of you coming in at least that 2 times a week is how it's going to work. 2 times a week for 30 minutes so that way we can focus on your neck and get that situated. And then at the 2 to 4 week mark, we're going to be somewhere in there. At 2 weeks, we'll kind of look at it and I'll be like, okay, let's go ahead and extend this. Or at 2 weeks, I'll say, okay, we can knock it down to once a week. Now, this is an extreme case. This is somebody, if you've been living in chronic pain in general, because of your posture, your job, whatever. This is somebody who is a car accident victim, like me. I had to go through this too, where you have to go in and you have to be consistent. If you are consistent, then you can wean yourself down, and then you can get down to once a month. So this is a very difficult topic, and not everybody is the same. So please come to me if you are in chronic pain, because I can absolutely help you. I can tell you where you're at, and get you down to that once a month. That is always the goal. I never want to have to see you more than once a month, okay? So as long as you work with me and you do those stretches that I show you after a massage, we can get you there.